This is Neil Ratner Rock here on WDST Radio Woodstock with another episode of This Week in Rock with support from Transcendental and my friend, the amazing dentist and rock star Bruce Milner. Visit Transcendental, his stunning new office at 2 Maverick Road on the corner of Maverick Road and Route 212. This past week in November of 1984, Prince and his band The Revolution had the #1 album in the U.S. with Purple Rain. The album spent 24 weeks at #1 and is regarded as one of the greatest albums of all time. And while Prince's previous albums were primarily solo recordings, Purple Rain contained the credits produced, arranged, composed, and performed by Prince and The Revolution, a multiracial musical ensemble with both male and female performers that was inspired by Sly Stone and his band. The Revolution went through multiple personnel changes, with guitarist Wendy Melvoin being the last to join. And by the time she played her first show, Prince had already written most of the songs for Purple Rain.
That night at First Avenue was a foreshadowing for sure, because there were at least 3 tracks that ended up being the recorded versions for the album. And it was my first show. It was my first show with the band. Best advice I've ever gotten that I share with other musicians when they're starting. He said to me, when I get nervous and you hear the beat and you hear the rhythm and you hear how fast we're going, cut your body in half time. So if you're feeling 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, if you're nervous, you're going to be pushing the beat, right? He said, go half time, 1, 2, 3. And it's like it's a meditation. You slow your breathing down and you don't rush and you stay behind the beat. And that's where funk lies. And that was the best advice he ever gave me.
That's how far ahead he was in the game. You know, Purple Rain, he's already miles ahead of all of us.
Miles ahead.
Yeah.
As far as the storyline in Purple Rain about Lisa and I and whether or not, you never listened to our music, did you? And you never, that was never the case.
No, he wanted to hear.
Everything Lisa and I did.
Play me everything you're doing.
What did you do? What was
Whatever
that?
you
What
did.
was that? What are you doing?
I
How
dreamed
else
you wrote a song.
Exactly.
Play it for me.
Prince originally wrote the song Purple Rain as a country song and intended it to be a collaboration with Stevie Nicks. According to Nicks, I listened to it and I just got scared. I called him back and said, I can't do it. I wish I could. It's too much for me. As a result, Prince asked The Revolution to try the tune during one of their rehearsals. According to band member Lisa Coleman, when Wendy started playing guitar chords, Prince began to hear the tune differently, took it out of the country feel, and 6 hours later, it was finished. Okay, let's listen. Prince and The Revolution and Purple Rain.